Man, I hate to say it, but Taeyong was right. He called it. I didn't know Taeyong was a fortune teller. Oh man, this is crazy. Roll that new My Thoughts on.
Yeah. They be like,
What is up, everybody? My name is Jaquan of MySpace13 Productions, and welcome to yet another My Thoughts On. It's been a while since I've done a My Thoughts On. It has been a while since I've done a video. I did 2 K-pop music video reactions last week, but this has been a long time. It's been 4 weeks since I've done a My Thoughts On, and it's because I haven't had anything to talk about. I mean, I had a lot of stuff, but then I was more busy compared to that lot of stuff. And then I just didn't feel like doing that, but then I was like, okay, maybe I should do that, but then I was. But anyways, I have something to talk about right now, and I'm going to talk about it. But before I do, I want to wish everybody in the United States a happy Thanksgiving. People who don't know what Thanksgiving is and are out of the country, let me just say Thanksgiving is basically just a time of the year that we just basically stuff our face with turkey, stuffing, pies, and all this itis containing food that just puts us to sleep and watches football and the Thanksgiving Day parades, and most importantly, be thankful for what we have and what we've received, and happy, and spend time with our family and enjoy it. So with that being said, like I said, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone, not only just in the United States, but everywhere. With that being said, let's get down to this new My Thoughts On, shall we? Now, as everyone has known, last night some shocking news came out about B.A.P. That shocking news happens to be that they filed a lawsuit against their agency, TS Entertainment, to nullify their contract, and also some other goodies that contains in that, which we already know about a lot of it because we've seen it in so many other cases. Now, for those who don't know about this, there is a link to the article down below in the description box. But with that being said, all the stuff that they're talking about and what they're suing for is the same old, like I said before. It has to do with overworked while underpaid. They're not getting paid while they work tirelessly for the company to do stuff, and they haven't received all their money like they're supposed to. Basically, B.A.P is not getting theirs. However, the company is getting theirs. This is something we've seen time in and time out. Right now, I'm not going to list any of other companies who've gone through this, but we know some companies, we've seen it, we've heard it. All this year, there's been 2 huge cases like that. 2012, there was a huge case like that. 2011, there was a huge case like that. In 2009, there was a huge case just like that. And there's been tons of other little cases that haven't gotten like wide spotlight because of the group's popularity. But there are many cases like that in the K-pop where artists are constantly overworked, underpaid. They do all these activities and don't get the rest that they need. Their health is depleting from it and everything. It's just how it's been in the K-pop industry. My thoughts on this is simple, really. I'm glad B.A.P is doing it. If they're being mistreated, if they're not getting paid like they're supposed to, if they're not being treated as they should get their money. They should file for nullification, and they should sue the company because basically the company is violating every known human rights law to man. Unfortunately, due to Korea's laws and how Korea has managed this stuff, there is really no say or no turn or no classification for what the company is doing to be classifying under violating human rights laws, because they have it set up in some weird way. But most importantly, I'm glad that the group in total is doing this together and not just 1 or 2 or a particular artist. Therefore, instead of splitting up the group, which I am 100% hoping that they are not going to split up the group and they're going to pull a block B, and the majority or all of the group is just going to try to find another company to go to. But honestly, my thoughts on this has particularly to do with the fact that this is B.A.P. See, my take on this is B.A.P filed the lawsuit. Now, out of all the groups I would thought to file a lawsuit about something like this, B.A.P wasn't in that list. Reason being is because of songs like this. Now, when I say songs like that and give a reason why I never thought that was, B.A.P is actually a group. If you don't know what their lyrics are about, if you don't understand Korean or haven't taken the time to look up their lyrics, B.A.P is very big on being, you know, their own person, their own independent. Their music speaks. It's like with Big Bang, how in Fantastic Baby it had a certain, you know, appeal to it. It had a meaning. A lot of G-Dragon songs, a lot of Big Bang songs have meanings to it. B.A.P songs have meaning. They talk about how things need to change. They talk for change in a lot of their songs. If you guys didn't get that, that's one of the biggest things about B.A.P, especially their leader, Ben Young-gook. He is big on, not as in per se revolution, but as in change for better, or, you know, becoming humankind. He doesn't like certain things that go on in the world that aren't right, and he wants change for it. And he's an advocate for stuff like that. The last group that I would think would succumb to this type of thing, this mistreatment, would be B.A.P. However, I'm glad it is B.A.P to file this lawsuit against them, because they are living up to what they've stated in the past or in their songs, and what Ben Young-gook states and how he feels about certain stuff. Leave it up to Ben Young-gook to set an example of, if he's going to write about something like this, he's going to do it. It is just safe to say the enlightened one, Mr. Professor Young-gook, walks the walks and talks the talks. However, on one side of the coin, I kind of deep down knew this was gonna happen. Honestly, everyone gave this like lamest excuse for why B.A.P constantly was having comebacks. Like, I'm serious. Like, I don't know, like, it was just the craziest thing. B.A.P debuted in 2012. Then they were back, all blondes, with Warrior. Then they came back again, then again, then again, then again, then again. They just had multiple comebacks. It was like, they really never left. I don't understand how you can call that a comeback at all, because they technically never left. It was like, hey guys, we're gonna go home now. We'll see you in a month.
Wait, what? You're coming back in a month? You mean a year?
I will be back in a month. You had babies running to the store like...
A few moments later.
And people were actually saying that they were just loving to be on stage all the time. Nah, listen, I understand that they love to be on stage, but come on now. B.A.P actually had 2 world tours. No, I'm not talking about an Asian tour where it's classified under YG standards. I am talking about a world tour, like gone around the world. So, truth be told, I kind of sense that they were suffering from overexhaustion. They didn't show it, because I think they did have a certain way of liking being on the stage. But however, I did kind of know that there was something fishy going on behind the scenes. Honestly, a musician who loves music no matter what. He would love to play. However, touring and doing all those activities like that, back to back to back to back to back, like that, that's just a lot. This also brings me to my point, what I had to say earlier. Big Bang's Taeyang actually called this. Now, I don't try to put in other idols and like make it about Taeyang, but in a recent interview while he was promoting his recent album Rise, Taeyang pointed out that he felt a certain way about how K-pop was growing. He liked the fact that K-pop was growing, but he didn't understand or think or actually fathom why. He was wondering if a lot of these idols and other companies understood what they had, what their worth was, what they were capable of being or capable of doing, or what they are doing. He was wondering actually if idols knew that they were this famous, because he had a sense that some companies might be taking advantage of these idols in their well-being and in their money, and not being truthful with them, and not getting their money, and not allowing them to do what they do best, and allow them to be the musicians, but instead treated them like slave workers. But anyways, all in all, I'm glad B.A.P. is doing what they're doing. Hashtag forever with B.A.P. Hashtag B.A.P. get yours. Shout out to JRE from JRE KML for that one. Just go ahead, B.A.P. Do what you guys are doing. And I really, really hope you guys can stick together. And I really hope that TS Entertainment and other artists get the idea. And that is my thoughts on. So you can follow me on Twitter at JardleyG, JARDLEYG, no space. Follow me on Instagram at JackSpaz, JACSPAZZ, no space. Check out the official MySpaz Tumblr blogspot at www.myspaz13productions.tumblr.com. And if you missed any of that, that's in the description box down below. Also, you can rate, comment, and hit that subscribe button down below if you have any questions, comments, feedbacks, requests, any of that. You can put a comment down in the comment section down below. Also, you can private message me through YouTube, or if you follow me on Twitter, hit me up through Twitter. And guys, I'm trying to aim for every Thursday of doing a new My Thoughts On. I also have a schedule of when I try to do specific videos of specific web series. If you want to check those out, that's on the blog spot. And like I always say, thank you guys for viewing my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, everyone, have a blessed day and have a blessed life.